everybody. Hey, this is probably going to be an insert into one of my quilt chats with you guys. I wanted to get this made so that you could see the quilt that I made for, I think I mentioned that like in a civilian world, the vice president of my company came to me and asked me to make a quilt for a secretary that is retiring after tons and decades of service to the federal government, and she's going to go into the ministry full-time. And when I was down at Two Chicks Quilting in Ganado, Texas with Lisa when we went to the Longarm Club, I found this panel by Moda, and it's the Amazing Grace panel. I got this quilt finished, and it's going to go to work tomorrow for people to sign the back. Oh. But that's what he wants, so that's what we're going to do. I just wanted to show it to you. I have the top done already. I did the top at work. I took my machine in. I love it. One of y'all had said that you used to hand bind at work, and when people come by, you throw it down on your trash can. I love that. I wonder how many of us do that. But anyway, so it's finished. Let me show it to you. And I think it turned out just beautiful. The back is a grunge stars. See this? This pattern is in the Quilt Butler that I have. It's called, it's out of the Stitch Happy collection. And it is the, oh, I got it here. It is called Beta Buddy, B-E-T-A-B-U-D-D-Y, R-W. It is a end-to-end pantograph. So I think it turned out really great. I gotta tell y'all what I did. I ran out of backing. I text Lisa and I said, oh no, how did this happen? She texted me back. Handy Quilter has made a quick video. It's one of their handy tips, how to add more backing while it's in the frame. And so I did that and got it done. I'll show you where it happened. If you don't know to look for it, you wouldn't see it. It's right here. Can you see it? It's right there. All right. But if you don't know to look for it, you wouldn't know. I am very, very pleased with how this came out. I'll tell you guys, I machine bound it. My machine binding method is I stitch it on the front just like regular, and then I iron it out and steam it and then fold it over, and I stitch in the ditch from the front as well to capture it. This is what the back binding will look like. I know it's black, it's hard to see, but this is the way I do it. It takes me about an hour, and I added a sleeve to it. Since she is going into the ministry, I thought that perhaps she might want to hang it on the wall in an office, or her office, or maybe in the sanctuary or a hallway or a Sunday school room or something like that. So, you know, this, so I stitched the top of the sleeve. I watched a couple of videos on YouTube. I had never done one. And so I watched one from Jenny down from Missouri Star, and another one, the lady who's got Riley Blake Fabrics. I watched hers. And from hers, that's kind of what I did, was made it like a tube and, you know, flipped it, turned it around. And she did hers with a serger, but I didn't. I just went ahead and did it with a regular machine. And then I hand stitched the bottom half. So the top half is stitched into the binding, and the bottom end of it is hand stitched. I hated every minute of that. My thumb aches from holding it flat and stitching. And so many of you say, oh, you love to hand stitch or you love to hand bind. Y'all, I got arthritis in these paws, and that's not my idea of a good time. I'm power tools with thread, not hand needles with thread. So I didn't enjoy that, but it's done. And it's going to work tomorrow, and I'll hang it up on the wall, and then folks can come and sign it, and then it can be presented to her on the 19th of December. So I just wanted to show that to you guys. I'm really, really happy with how it turned out. So that said, obviously, my long arm is up and running. This Phoenix frame is the bomb. I absolutely love it. I am so glad I got it. And once the idler bracket came in, I got that on. I did all that 2 mornings ago. Yesterday I put this on the long arm, and today I finished it. But man, that thing just back and forth, it did great. I have the King Quilter Special Edition. I got all of this at Sewing Machines Plus, okay, that I picked up from over several years. I got it at the Houston Quilt Show from their booth there that they had. So, you know, you always get a better deal at the quilt shows. And so I was going, you know, I looked for long arm patterns like doves and prayers and all kinds of stuff. I looked, and I have the catalog around here somewhere for Urban Elements. They've got a sale going on for all of their, right now it's December 9th. And they have a sale going on for all of their long arm patterns, you know, their pantographs and that type of thing. They have a sale all over the whole site. And I decided, you know, I have a ton of patterns that came in the Quilt Butler. And so I figured I'd try that, and I found one that worked out. It's like got hearts on it and stuff. And so I'm very happy with it. But anyway, it's been a long day. My husband had a procedure done today, and he couldn't drive home, so he had to get his exhaust pipes checked out, if you know what I mean. Oh, came in the mail. I want to tell you guys about this now so that I can put it away. Generally, when I get things in the mail, I hold on to them and don't put them away so I don't forget to tell you about them. Fat Quarter Shop, one of their deals the other day was, I know I'm going to say this wrong, Chafarkani Jelly Roll, French General for Moda Fabrics. Very pretty. Has a lot of red and tan in it. Very nice. And with, you know, Valentine's Day is not too far away, thank goodness. I thought this might make, I don't know, something cute. But so that came in the mail, and that's all that I've got. Hey, you know, long armors especially, Kat from Three Oaks Quilt Retreat in Yoakum, Texas, gave me one of these. It's a magnet, okay? And you're supposed to wear it. She wears hers. You know, she gave this to me. So you put a piece of batting on your shoulder. I didn't know anything about this. And you slap this here, right? And then you put your little magnet piece on the back. Y'all, yesterday and today, I've got a little pair of scissors. I left them on the end table after doing the binding, the sleeve. Scissors, and I've already got, you know, threads all over it and everything. I just had it was covered. Very, very handy. I really, really like it. So, Kat, thank you. Diane, thank your mom. It was awesome. This thing, so handy. You have to learn from the pros, right? So, all right, you guys. I'm probably going to stick this into a video somewhere. Yesterday, I shot the first episode of the Hallelujah Quilt Along. I'm sure Urban Elements is going, why is this selling like crazy? You guys are buying it up. That's great. Okay, I will talk to you soon. Bye. Hey guys, I thought I would take you through my process of how I start another row on my quilt machine. I don't care for the nesting feature on the Butler. I've never had much success with it. So I do it all by measurement. Let's see, the first thing I do is I have a single pattern run here, and the first thing I do is find the lowest point on the pattern, and the lowest point on the pattern to the highest point on the next pattern is 1/2 inch. So I like to just get a measuring tape and make a single dot at that 1/2 inch point, and then I put the needle down in right on the dot and let that sit there. Okay, I'm going to move the machine, or move the quilt. That's good. sure I don't have any bumps or lumps that don't need to be there. That's good. And let's see, I'm going to put that, so I need to baste this down. I start a couple of stitches before where the last basting was, and then I just go from there. I keep the foot right, this outside edge right on the edge of the fabric. Okay, now what I do is, you can see this is the original pattern box that I had. The computer doesn't care that the box is there. That's really more as a starting point for it, just for you to be able to fit patterns in there visually for you. Once you get that done, where the pattern is on the screen, the computer doesn't care. So now I'm going to put my needle down in that mark I made right there. So I go back into edit, and then I'm going to put that point where those two meet right there exactly on my on the crosshair. I like to have it exactly like right that. That's perfect. Go back to home, bring my needle up. I know that it's going to, now I know that it's going to work. So if I go to the top of the pattern, which is right there on the screen, I'm exactly where I want to be. And I'm going to move it down here and get ready to start again. Alright, and we're off and running. That's how I advance the row on my quilts. So I've had a thread break, and when that happens, obviously stop the machine. And on the Butler, you want to hit thread break, and when you do that, that will free it up so it can move around some more. And you want to figure out where the break happened. So, I was down on the floor with the dog when it occurred, so let's see. One of the ways you can tell is take the needle off, and hold on, let me hit that. Take that needle off, and then look on your pattern for where things might have gone wrong. So let's see, I'm right here. Let me get in and you can see what I'm doing a little bit. So what I'm doing is I'm going around with the pattern. Let's see, it looks like it came up. Here it is down here. There's where it went wrong. I like to start probably about 3 or 4 stitches before where it broke. I mean, this happens, you know, to everybody, so not a big deal. There we go. Okay, there. Yeah, if you catch them right away, it's pretty easy, but if you don't, well, then you have to go back and figure out where everything's at. I like to run the thread right down the channel in the front of the needle, and then I use a pair of tweezers to reach behind and grab the thread. I don't want something going wonky and my finger being sewn into the quilt. That would not be cool. It will go to the closest thread piece that it has right there. And then if your bobbin comes up in a loop, just cut it. And then you'll be able to get that straight when it's all done. There we go. That's how I fix a thread break on the Quilt Butler.